Dreaming about teaming up with a superhero? Heartbroken about the latest comic death? Do you find your conversations always turning to Marvel? Then welcome Marvelites to your therapy session. Join your hosts as we explore the realms of the Marvel Universe, taking you into new insights, movie reviews, and debates. Here, we won't try to cure any obsessions, but fuel them, because the world is better nerdy. Welcome to your Marvel Therapy Group.
And we interrupt your regularly scheduled podcast to bring you into episode 625 of our ongoing, very popular show, our Scooby-Doo podcast, the Scooby-Doo Therapy Group. Coming to you live from the Mystery Machine.
Live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay. That's a mystery in itself. Wow.
I'm Jack.
That was a good intro. I'm Joe.
I'm Conor.
And yeah, welcome to our Scooby-Doo podcast. Definitely not a Marvel podcast. I mean, but why would you ever talk about Marvel when you can just talk about Scooby-Doo? Am I right, guys?
We do it almost every episode anyway. Well, that's the thing. We always joke that we're going to turn into a Scooby-Doo podcast. No. So here it is. We are...
The breaking news of Scooby-Doo.
This is just in. We're talking about Scooby-Doo this episode, just for fun.
Yeah.
No, we are not running out of ideas for Marvel Therapy Group, but we wanted to have some fun. So with that,
yeah,
what are we going to talk about for Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo. So why don't...
Well, can we talk about that awful movie we tried to watch?
Sure. Wait. Let's talk. What? I just got so excited. Why don't we talk about like our first experiences with Scooby-Doo? Then we can talk about showing Mystery.
Scooby-Doo,
where are you to Jack?
Oh yeah.
No, where are you? The 60s cartoon.
No, yeah, we did that, and we did the two Scooby-Doo movies.
Yeah. All in one night.
It was either one night or like two nights very close to each, or like the first.
Oh no, I think
two nights back to back.
I think we watched the show, and then we watched the first movie, and then we watched this. We made you come back for the second movie, and you just did not want to. It was like pulling teeth.
Yeah. So yeah, do you want to talk about your first experiences with Scooby-Doo?
Sure. You want to go first?
Sure. So that was a bad thing to talk about, because I don't remember my first experience. I just remember that I always loved Scooby-Doo. That's all I remember. I remember that I always loved Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo.
I'm so excited, I can't even talk. I watched...
You have more excitement for this than you do for the regular podcast.
I was thinking that. Like, it's been more energetic than it's been for like 10 episodes.
It's different. It's fun. I watched Scooby-Doo Where Are You on like the Boomerang channel, Hanna-Barbera cartoons as a kid. I loved it. And then they came out with Scooby-Doo, I'm gonna draw a blank. Scooby-Doo Mystery... I don't know.
Mystery Incorporated?
No, that's the bad one. We don't want to talk about that one.
We don't talk about that one.
Scooby-Doo... I don't know. It was the one where they changed the intro and it was very high-tech and Velma had a computer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was bad.
What? No, that was a good one.
You know, you can't beat... There's so many... Remember we went into the app on the Fire Stick? There was just so many Scooby-Doo movies. Just movies and TV shows that they keep trying and keep failing.
Yeah, but I remember watching the newer one as a kid on Saturday mornings, and they did this thing where they would get to the reveal, but they wouldn't reveal it, and you would go vote online who you thought the villain was. Like, who you thought they were going to unmask. And so, my brother, Vinny, and I, we'd always go online and vote, and then wait until the next Saturday to find out who it was.
So would it be they'd like make the episode based on who got the most votes, or would it just be
I don't
like
think so.
Who you thought?
It was just who you thought.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
kind of like on those game shows when they poll the audience to see like which answer they think is right, so you can kind of like. Yeah.
Okay. What's New Scooby-Doo? That was it.
I remember that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I remember. Yeah, my first memory of Scooby-Doo is coming through. I think it was. It must have been a spin-off of like the original. I think I watched it when I was a kid because I got it from like Blockbuster Video.
Oh, Blockbuster.
Yeah, you remember that? But it was a It must have been like a spin-off of like the original cartoon. It was just like Scooby-Doo meets Batman.
Uh-huh.
And I think it was like the Adam West and like Burt Ward versions of Batman and Robin teamed up to Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And I remember there's one, I think it's like they're hunting Penguin and Joker, and at one point Batman's like, now these guys are very dangerous villains, you shouldn't come with us. And I think Fred says something, and he's like, alright, yeah, you guys can come, we need your help.
Yeah. Well, I first was the original series from 60, I think it was like 69 to 71 or something like that, or 70 or something like that. And I loved it. I still love it.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's aged so well, though Jack probably would disagree.
Oh yeah, it's aged.
I mean,
very
compared
well.
to the most recent ones, yeah, they
Okay,
still show the bit old ones on Cartoon Network than the new ones.
That's true, yeah. Compared to the newest ones,
Yeah.
the 60s one was really good.
Well, it's because it's so legendary, and like the people who watch it are like our parents,
Yeah.
you know. And then I remember watching the movies. I was super excited for the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Although I told you that thing, right, where it was rumored that they were originally supposed to cut it to be an adult film.
Yes, they're supposed to be
well, not like an
R-rated.
adult film, not like a pornography, but like
But,
an
like,
adult,
basically.
like a rated R version of Scooby-Doo, because everyone, like I said, everyone who grew up with Scooby-Doo was our parents, and they were parents by then, so it was like...
Yeah, and knowing that, you can definitely see the rated R, like, where it would have gone.
Well,
if it was
just
rated
there
R.
were certain elements in the movie where you were like, oh yeah, this is pretty like risque, like Daphne's low-cut shirt, like come on, like that's not like meant for a kid.
And the deleted scenes.
Oh
like,
my god, yeah, the deleted scenes are
deleted scenes
so
are the best.
good. Yeah.
Velma gets drunk and sings,
Karaoke, right?
no, not karaoke, but she gets up onto the piano and dances.
So karaoke.
I thought it was a ghost possesses her and makes her really confident.
No, she, like, gets drunk. No, she gets drunk.
No,
but, not
she
drunk
went into some
because
weird like locker room, remember?
That comes after.
Oh yeah.
This is in the bar area, like, right before the monsters come in and steal Daphne and or Fred and Velma.
Yeah.
So after that, there's a deleted scene where Velma is looking for Daphne. She finds Daphne in the women's locker room. And
Oh,
they're just
yeah.
parading around having this fashion show, and
It was like a weird intimate moment, right?
it
Wasn't
is.
it weird?
It
yeah.
is weird. Yeah. It's
They should have kept it. Well,
They
the
should
rumor was is
release
they
it.
well, that's what they were supposed to do. They got all the way to the end, and then they watched it, and then the director was like, "Nah, I want to make this a kids movie," so they had to recut it and film parts of it so that it was a kids movie.
Did they actually film it? Because I thought the whole thing was like they were gonna do the R-rated movie and they were like ready to do it, and then the last minute they were like, no, we can't do this.
what I read is they filmed it and then they had to recut it and refilm certain aspects. Because like you said, when you watch the movie, there's certain elements in the movie where you're like, okay, you know, like the scene with when they're all of them are together and they're all switching the bodies.
Yeah.
And then that was supposed to be more like...
It was supposed to be... Yeah, they were supposed to have to make out with each other.
Yeah.
And get the
Yeah.
protoplasms to
Yeah.
go into the right body.
Yeah.
How... No. So, you don't like the live-action movies, right, Jack?
Oh, admittedly, it's because, unlike you two, I didn't see them when I was a kid.
Okay.
I think we
Well,
only watched them, like, last summer.
In his defense too, like if you don't like the original series or any of the ones when you were growing up,
Then
you're
they're-
not gonna have no reason to see the movies. Like I understand
Right.
for him not liking them because even though we're fans, like they are bad.
They are.
They're not like they're just barely above like I wouldn't even like maybe like a slight hair above mediocre.
Like, it has
only
a
because
great
it's
cast.
yeah, it's only because it's got a good cast. It's got Freddie Prinze, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I'm sure that's why it got even like I think it's below 5 on IMDb.
It has really bad ratings. Yeah. Which we didn't know about until we looked it up, like, last year. We're like, wait, this movie is bad?
I mean, I did like Sarah Michelle Gellar. She was an attractive Daphne. Like, that helped watching the movie.
Who doesn't
Yeah.
like Sarah Michelle
They were
Gellar?
supposed to make a third one, but then the second one tanked so bad that they were just like, nope, we're not gonna do it.
That's fair.
They did make... Cartoon Network made two other live-action movies, but they were
Yeah.
kind of a reboot.
Oh,
where
they
it
were
was at the
disgusting,
beginning.
yeah.
It was when they were in high
disgusting.
school.
They were bad.
It was-
They were bad.
Yeah, it was when they were in high school. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so Friends...
Oh, I saw that one. That came out like 6 years ago, right? 6 or 7 years
Came out a
ago.
while ago, yeah. There were two. I don't remember the first one, but the second one's called Curse of the Lake Monster.
Yes, I saw the first one.
Yep. And it was basically the first one was a Breakfast Club, but Scooby-Doo.
And not rated R.
Yeah.
And no Molly Ringwald. Yeah. And then that, no,
I
don't
think
forget
that they're
you.
Bad. Like, I enjoy
They're not
them.
good. Like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, ho, 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 ho.
Granted, I haven't watched it in years.
I would have liked it more if you did that during the movie.
There's just, yeah, I could not get into it. It was just...
So let's talk about the one that we found.
Ugh.
So I was at the library the day, and I found a DVD called Daphne and Velma.
Oh my god, the library actually spent money on the DVD.
Yeah, that's where I found it. And I was like, what's this? Like a new Scooby-Doo thing I haven't heard of? And it was live action. Okay.
Control yourself.
Can't even talk about it.
It was so bad.
I don't understand. So it was just Daphne and Velma, but they were internet best friends.
In high school.
In
Or middle
high
school.
In high school.
In high school?
But apparently they went to the same high school.
Some
but
point they moved away or something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know,
It was
'cause-
just so bad. We got through the first 4 minutes, and I was like, I gotta turn this off. You
wanna
didn't
see
want me
what
to turn it off right away. It was such a weird intro. Like it literally, it seemed like a trailer, and then all of a sudden it dove right into the credits, and the credits were weird, and I was just like, and then some woman got possessed by a trash can.
Yes! And just walks into a
Have a
room.
reusable day or something like that.
Have a sustainable day.
Oh, have a sustainable
I liked
day.
that part.
Well, yeah, of course you like that part, but like. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
There it
so
is.
Yeah, this girl gets possessed by a trash can and just walks into this room.
Well,
where
we
there's
were
a bunch
like,
of
you know, we
fog.
shut it off, and
Oh.
it was bad. It was like some mediocre, not that looks are all about it, but she was like some average-looking girl with like a really bad hair job, like her. It was dyed. Like I'm pretty sure that was like her hair dyed, and it was so bad because it wasn't like red. It was like this weird like orange yellow hybrid looking hair. It was
Oh,
disgusting.
yeah, that's weird looking.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't even look real.
It didn't look real.
It seems like it has a really big
And it
Disney
was-
Channel original movie
and it-
vibe.
Yeah.
It not even that. Like even Disney would scoff at that quality. Like it was a
And like, as a Scooby-Doo purist, I was offended. I was like, you can't
As a
reboot.
purist, he
Yeah,
says.
like you can't reboot this series, this franchise, with this less than mediocre,
Yeah, you
not
can't-
even Disney Channel quality movie.
Yeah, you
with
can't-
just Velma and Daphne.
Technically,
Velma and Daphne.
They're calling it a prequel to the movie, Joe, so it's not a
A
reboot.
prequel to what movie?
Scooby-Doo?
Well, no, which movie? Because
What's
they
another-
all...
Oh yeah, and then Velma had this weird, awful wig on.
Yeah.
That was like a box.
So they both had wigs on?
I can't tell if I can't tell if the Daphne had a wig on or it was actually like.
It looked like a wig. It looked like the kind of quality wig that Medusa
But
wore.
look, it looks like someone took like a weed whacker to it.
Oh,
Like
they-
her bangs aren't even a straight line; they're all jagged. It honestly looked like someone took my camcorder and was just filmed and was like, "This is good enough quality."
Oh yeah, the credits was it was rolling down a hallway, and they're just kind of like bubbles that would pop up.
Yeah,
Like
and then
comic
it would
burst
the
bubbles.
door open and like the fake like dry ice thing would come out and she walked through the wall and then it just shut and I was like, and like even in like a high school, there's like no, you're not the only one in a hallway ever. There's like either
Yeah.
teachers or kids walking back and forth. Like
I thought you said you only watched 4 minutes of this.
yeah, that's how much we got from the first 4 minutes. We stopped it after the credits. Oh no, we
Yeah.
went after the first scene because it was like. Even like the screens that they were talking on weren't like a computer screen. It was like some in 3,000 years from now they were
Yeah.
on something, and it was like it would just pop up and then it would just disintegrate.
Daphne was like a vlogger, like a mystery vlogger,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently Velma was her like biggest fan because they were friends. So
Or lovers, I don't know. It was weird. We don't know.
Or both.
it was very weird. Anyway,
Speaking of weird Scooby-Doo cartoons,
Go
I
for
remember I don't remember what it was, but I remember there was one Scooby-Doo cartoon that it was Scooby and Shaggy get like $1 million from their uncle, and so they move into a mansion together, and they
Ghoul
leave
School?
Mystery Inc. and they just
No.
start solving
Ghoul
fighting
School
crimes
was good.
together. And Scooby-Doo has these Scooby snacks he can eat where he gets superpowers.
That just sounds awful.
There was one where he turns into a giant robot and fights another giant robot.
I remember Shaggy, Scooby, and Scrappy all had their own series.
Oh yeah, Scrappy used to have his own series, right? Wasn't it?
I don't know if he had his own. But
Oh no, it was Scooby-Doo and Scrappy too, or something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
which was
That's
good,
so
but not
sad
as
that I
good
remember
because
that.
you could definitely tell that Fred, Velma, and Daphne were missing.
Oh yeah, because you remember in the second movie, the live action movie, they all like randomly had Scrappy-Doo.
No, it was the first movie.
Oh, the first movie. The third one was supposed to be a continuation of that. Like he was supposed to be evil.
He was already evil
Again, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. They tried. I remember the other one I remember watching a lot as a kid. I think I still have. Actually, I don't even know if I have the VHS anymore. Was Scooby-Doo Goes to Hollywood?
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one too.
I remember that one.
I remember one where Shaggy gets turned into a werewolf.
Yes.
And then Scooby and Shaggy have to win a race to like turn him back into a human.
Oh wait, that's cool.
They had an episode actually recently of.
Isn't that one Ghoul School? They have to win a race.
Yeah. That is Ghoul School. They had like a bunch of other little like monsters to go with them.
Yeah,
that was Ghoul
racing
School.
in like the annual monster race or something.
Yeah, that
it's
wasn't
like
a bad.
runs it.
That wasn't a bad one. Like yeah.
It wasn't bad, but it's so random.
Yeah, but a lot of them are.
Well, okay, yeah.
Like the Batman and Robin one, like really?
Well, that's because it's the same parent company, Warner Brothers.
Still, really?
They had the one with the Globetrotters.
Oh, I remember the
that one.
Globetrotters one wasn't bad either.
Yeah.
Because I think that one came out in what, the 80s?
I have no
70s,
idea.
80s? I
It
don't
felt
know.
like it was still like the original run of the show.
Yeah,
it looks like that sort of same quality.
I don't know how long the Globetrotters have been around for. Actually, we might be able to look it up.
Despite how much we're complaining, though, it's lasted for 50 years. And
But it's had its most recent downs because they tried to reboot it, but like everyone was just like they tried to redo one a couple years ago, not the high school one, but they tried to do it like another like
TV
animated
show?
one.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that like the hand drawn one like the original series. It was like the modern day like they tried to it's like the same. It looks like the one. Remember they tried to do the Peanuts movie like that kind of animation.
Beady eyes.
Yeah, and it's like claymation, weird animated kind of thing.
There was a claymation type one.
Yeah.
That was. Yeah, like I don't understand why the creators have to go to such lengths to try to reinvigorate Scooby-Doo. Just go back to the basics.
Oh, Zombie Island was a good one.
Yes.
Oh, is that the one where it was like
Scooby-Doo?
real zombies?
And there was another one, Scooby-Doo.
But they're good
The
zombies.
Mystery Begins. Is that the one you were talking about, the high school one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the Breakfast Club, but
Oh,
Scooby-Doo.
BTW. They're relaunching it again, Scooby-Doo series. It's supposed to be in this year, actually.
There was a plan for a movie that was just called Scoob.
Oh,
SCOOB.
this one. Scooby-Doo and Guess Who is the new one.
Is that a movie?
It's an animated series.
I'm excited.
Oh.
Well, if it's
What?
good animation.
Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine Gang are involved in more mysteries while accompanied by Oh. It's like Batman.
Okay.
When they like had
Kevin
random
Conroy's
celebrities in
gonna be
it.
in this.
Huh?
Kevin Conroy as Batman is going to be in this.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Ricky Gervais.
Where's the
And Bill
description
Nye.
from? Bill Nye?
And Mark Hamill. And Kenan Thompson.
Where are you reading all of this?
It's on IMDb.
Okay.
Oh.
Just want to
Jahiel White's going to be in it too. He's going to be as Steve Urkel. That's funny.
Chris Paul as himself.
So Neil deGrasse Tyson's gonna be in it. You'll like that.
Look who's playing Shaggy.
The original guy.
Oh, yeah. Does it seem like every episode's going to be with a different celebrity?
I'm guessing. They only have the first. It's supposed to be the 27th is when it's supposed to premiere.
Of when?
27th of June.
Oh,
But it doesn't tell you what network.
that's so soon. Of this year.
Yes, it's 2019, Joe.
That's so soon.
We were really on top of the ball dropping a Scooby-Doo podcast today.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
I think they're supposed to still be doing Scoob. Yes, 2020. Oh, it's gonna be. Oh, great.
What?
It's going to be not CGI.
Zac Efron's gonna be in it. Yeah, it's gonna be animated.
Uh,
Mark Wahlberg.
Marky Mark.
What else for
Ken
Scooby-Doo?
Ken Jeong is gonna be in it.
Oh, that's fitting.
Oh. Tracy Morgan's gonna be in it.
What is Scoob going to be about? Is there a summary for that?
Feature-length animated film based on popular Scooby-Doo cartoon. That's all it says. Oh well, it's May 15th of 2020 is when it's gonna come out.
Oh, wow.
Can we talk about the Scooby-Doo episode you made me watch that night? Where they go spend the night at the museum?
Yes, but first, real quick,
What?
Linda Cardellini plays Daphne and Hawkeye's wife. I mean, Velma.
Why are you talking about Marvel? We never talk about Marvel. This is a Scooby-Doo podcast.
Continue. Which What were you saying?
It's the episode where
In the museum.
Yeah, in the museum.
That's the first one. It's
Is that
Black Knight.
Yeah, the Black
With
Knight.
Old Man Wickles.
Old Man Wickles.
Because we had watched.
Oh yeah, ugly hole.
They did a movie where it's like
Old Man Wickles.
poor pathetic Old Man Wickles.
And you were like, you sided with Old Man Wickles. You're like, yeah, I understand him now. I feel bad for
I
him.
get why he wants to like kill all these kids. They're mean to him.
And then, yeah, so we saw, that was Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. We'd watched that one, and then we watched the animated, the Where Are You? And the first episode is the Black Knight. And it's revealed it's Old Man Wickles. Granted, there was only one character introduced, so it had to be that person.
ugly Old Man Wickles.
So, but yeah, Jack, you're like, oh, it's Old Man Wickles! Like, he's that guy!
Yeah.
Like, you made that connection between the original series and the movies.
Yeah.
Was that the first season, the night one?
I think that was the first episode.
That was the first episode?
Remember, because, oh wait, no. Well, I mean, then there's the episode with the diver, the Minor
Yeah,
49, no.
No.
Yeah.
The scuba guy.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the glowy Scooby guy. Scuba guy.
Yes, but Scooby finds a, the outfit, but it falls on him, and they hear him screaming a floor below, and it just pans into Velma's face, and she's just staring at the camera for a solid, 5 seconds. As they're listening to
I
Scooby
never
scream.
realized that
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize the original series was only 2 years.
What was it with that thing though where they
It was
made
only
like
25 episodes.
Oh, that was
Wow.
gonna be a thing where they made like 100 episodes. They just cranked them out every week.
Oh yeah, What a Night for a Night was the first one.
What is the diver called?
A Clue for Scooby-Doo.
No, what's the villain's name?
Captain Diver Man.
Captain? I feel like it is a captain. We're gonna find this out. Who is your
Captain
favorite?
Cutler.
Captain Cutler.
Because he
Who
was
is-
in the original movie. He was in the movie.
Yeah. Who is your favorite Scooby-Doo villain?
The Black Knight, because he has that scene with Scooby-Doo where Scooby-Doo I think punches him in the face and he's just like "Arrgh!" And I'm just like, well, go kill him if you're angry about it.
I remember
You have
that,
a sword.
yeah.
That one, the one that freaked me out was the decoy for the dog napper. Remember the guy with the freaky mask?
Yeah. Yeah, and it turned out
This
to be
one?
a counterfeit ring.
Yeah.
That's in the museum.
No.
That's not the counterfeit one.
That's what it is. The decoy for the dog napper.
Oh.
Come on, Joe. Get your head in the game, man.
I like the
Oh, the
10,000
mummy one. The mummy one freaked me out the most as a kid.
Mhm.
Because he used to you remember he would do the cement sculptures of the people that he would kidnap?
Yeah, wasn't that
That's
a movie?
freaky.
That was a movie, too.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I don't think we watched that one. Scooby-Doo and a Mummy too.
I like the 10,000 volt ghost. I think that's...
I also
He was
liked how
in- he was
Shaggy was Casey Kasem
Yeah.
from the talk show, the radio show.
Ooh, fun fact, Casey Kasem wanted Shaggy to be a vegetarian.
Oh
is
yeah, I
why
remember that.
When you look in the original series, he eats a lot, and it's implied it's a burger, but, it's not.
It's
When
a
you
veggie burger.
when you look at the what's being made, and they lost that later on, where you can definitely tell it's meat. But then in the live action movie,
Because he was a vegan himself, right? He was a vegetarian.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What a way to just betray the character like that.
That's why in the live action movie, when the guy from the Mystery Island or whatever is knocking on the Mystery Machine van, Shaggy just got all the groceries. He says an eggplant burger, which is a really bad imitation. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to hear that. But yeah, it's an eggplant burger because Shaggy's a vegetarian.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah, I watched this video once when I was trying to study for finals. It was like a 20-minute video on 101 things you didn't know about Scooby-Doo.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
have a lot of random knowledge about Scooby-Doo. Did you know that they
Here we
made
go.
Daphne a redhead for diversity purposes?
I mean, you have to.
But the rest of the cast is white.
But
One of them's a
60s.
ginger, Connor, so it's okay.
Huh?
One of them is a ginger,
That's
though,
true.
so it's okay.
They have no souls.
It was the 60s.
We just talk about it's really heavily implied Fred is constantly banging Daphne in the original cartoon.
Actually, it's not. The reason why it was always Fred, Velma, and Daphne, and then Shaggy and Scooby, was because the writers thought that Shaggy and Scooby were the most interesting characters. They didn't think that Fred, Velma, and Daphne were interesting. So they always sent them off to do their own thing. From a modern perspective...
Which is banging.
From a modern perspective, yes! Yeah. And, like, they get into that, too, in the live-action movie. When Fred's like, dorky chicks like you turn me on, too.
Yeah, but it was never confirmed.
No.
They implied... Well, I think it was because they were... I'm pretty sure Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar were dating at that time, or they were married by that time.
Yeah, I mean, I do like to think
think
those
They've been
movies-
married for a long time.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, no, I think that's where they met.
Yeah.
I do like to think those movies are what inspired love between those two.
I think it is. Between the actors. Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle
His
Gellar.
dad... Did you ever hear about his dad?
Who's dad?
Freddie Prinze?
Yeah. His dad was an actor. He was on some famous show, and then it was like 2 or 3 months after Freddie Prinze Jr. was born, he shot himself in the head.
Oh, jeez.
I forgot what show he was on.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, just to really bring down the mood.
Yeah.
But Sarah Michelle Gellar was on Buffy, and Buffy is fun.
Yes. If the Scooby-Doo...
Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed got 5 on IMDb,
Oh, it's
and
not
the other one got
bad.
5.
Okay.
I thought they got lower than
I
that.
thought they got lower. If the Scooby Gang was in the Marvel Universe,
Oh, here
So
we
here
go.
we
what
go.
would their roles be?
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
like it'd
so they
be-
were married after the first movie.
Fred gets snapped.
Or they were married before
Daphne
the
gets
first movie.
snapped. Velma gets snapped.
Oh,
Shaggy and Scooby go find another gang.
wow. Bring the mood down again.
That's their role in the Marvel Universe.
I think they'd be street level, but they would solve... Like, they'd
They would
be
be
like an aliens
street level.
investigation.
Or they
Or-
they survived. All the gang survived, and they were helping people who lost loved ones figure out where their loved ones were.
Yeah.
Between Endgame and Infinity War.
Yeah. I think that'd still be mystery solvers. But, like, more...
Well, you threw us off because we originally didn't think we were going to tie this into the Marvel Universe. So
I
we were
know.
not thinking well ahead of what we were going to talk
I
about.
just
So
feel like this is
Well,
crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of what else to talk about,
is-
and no one else was talking.
This is uncharted territory right now.
They'd be like an
Alright.
aliens investigations. They'd solve, like, super-powered crimes.
Is Mystery Inc. like a big corporation, or is it just like what they call themselves?
That's what they call themselves. They
Yeah.
formed a group out of high school. They acknowledge it in the second movie.
Yeah, the second movie, it's a big corporation. Still just them. But they have
Oh yeah, they have
some
like a cool
serious
like
funding.
headquarters.
Yeah, they have some serious funding. Like, Velma just takes the pterodactyl scale and analyzes it for DNA like it's nothing.
Oh, clues!
A clue. Or a clue.
Ooh, a crew!
Scooby, what's your conclusion? Funny. What?
Right in the round tables.
Oh, Daphne.
Pathetic old man Wickles.
Sad old man Wickles. Sad ugly old man Wickles.
Daphne could definitely take on some people in the Marvel Universe.
No.
Velma, I feel like Velma could too.
Velma on the intellectual side. She'd be with, like...
I also feel like Scooby and Shaggy would survive too, only because they're so clumsy that they would just avoid everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Velma-
I feel like even if Thanos snapped them, they would just remain no matter what, was because the universe doesn't know what to do with them.
Well, no, that's what I said. Like Fred, Velma, and Daphne, they're all snapped.
Yeah.
Shaggy and Scooby are just still around.
Yeah.
Let's go find another gang.
Velma would be working with, like, Mr. Fantastic, and maybe she'd work for Stark Industries.
Yeah, she'd probably get a Stark Industries
Is
internship.
this a Hail Hydra pen?
No.
Oh.
That's a shield pin.
Well,
But S.H.I.E.L.D. is Hydra.
yeah. Ooh.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this season is amazing.
We're talking about Scooby-Doo, Joe.
I
Keep
know.
on topic, please.
Why does he keep bringing it back to Marvel?
I don't know. This is
This
getting
is crazy.
ridiculous.
The horrors.
I will be contacting my lawyer.
We have prided ourselves as being a fully Scooby-Doo podcast for over 600 episodes, and you drop this on us now?
Well, in our Marvel podcast, we end up talking about Scooby-Doo sometimes, so it's only fitting.
If you could be anybody in Scooby-Doo, who would you be?
Which Mystery Inc. member do you identify with the most?
Oh,
Let's kinda
that's a
squash
good
those
question.
Two questions together.
I like that
I guess,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. How about you? I have to think about that.
Oh, I was gonna say you just made it sound like you answered the question. I was just like, how about you? Like,
I have to think about
I am going to answer this question by giving you another question.
I feel like I'm kind of more like Fred, not in, sort of in the leader sense, but I feel like I can be a real like jerk sometimes. Like, well, identify as
you'd be a
Cyclops.
Fred.
I'd be like a
You'd
Fred.
be a Fred. If we ever did like a Scooby-Doo like movie, I
Yeah.
feel like we'd make you Fred.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like you could rock like the ascot and like the white like
the
the white
pullover.
collared shirt. Yeah.
I think it was a sweater. He was a
Does
sweater.
he have a collar on though? Like maybe
it's
under
a
the
shirt
sweater.
underneath it. I think it's like a blue
Yeah.
shirt underneath
Yeah.
it with like
Yeah, with an ascot.
Yeah, that's the main thing is the ascot.
I'm gonna have to say I look the most like Shaggy, which is not a compliment.
Who you identify as Velma.
Yes, because science.
That's fair.
Jack's definitely more like Scooby, but looks like Daphne.
That's what I always wanted.
Or Old Man Wickles.
You're poor pathetic old man Wrinkles.
I feel like when we watched the Scooby-Doo 2 movie, I was every ugly monster. Every ugly monster like gets like his face like knocked off. I'm like, oh, there's Jack.
Oh yeah, or the guy that got what was the guy? The guy who threw up on
Right,
there?
the chicken monster.
Oh yeah, the Chicken Man.
Yeah, the news reporter's like, what? He asks a question, and then he just gets thrown up on.
Sir, what do you have to say for yourself, or something like that? He's like, he's holding it up. He's like, bleh. He's like,
Oh yeah, he laughs.
yeah, and then he steals the tanker truck.
Yes.
In Scooby-Doo 1, does Rowan Atkinson survive, or is it him who's like whose
He was
body...
he was a wobot. Oh no, he was. They found him in the hole. In the
Oh,
ground.
yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if he escapes or if it's Scrappy is controlling his body.
No, they find.
They
him
should have
in
had
the
him
hole.
as Mr. Bean
Yeah.
in the movie.
Is that who you identify with? Not even from the Scooby-Doo universe, but you're Mr. Bean. Like, you transcend all the boundaries.
And I identify as Mr. Bean.
From
Ms.
the
Bean?
Scooby- Mr.
I do like
Scooby-Doo universe.
I do like Mr. Bean. I like when he talks, and like his voice is just like, oh, hello there. Oh gosh, well this has been another fun Scooby-Doo episode, huh guys?
Yes, I think it's time to round it.
Maybe
off.
one more quick question. What's your favorite movie? Scooby-Doo movie? Or, if you could...
No.
Okay.
We said one question.
Alright.
Pick
well,
a
then
question.
my question then is going to be, if you could overlap... If you could have a crossover with the Scooby gang
there you
and
go.
anything else, what would it be?
Well, they did a Supernatural crossover.
They did a
didn't
supernatural crossover.
Yeah.
That was wicked good. That was actually pretty funny.
It was like old style animation, too,
yeah, it was,
right?
they went into the original series. That was good. But instead of like having them not like pretend to be kidnapped or killed or whatever, they were actually killed and stuff like that. So like the gang themselves inside were so horrified
Oh.
because they kept thinking that everything was like, you know, in the original series no one dies, everyone was just captured or you know no one died,
Yeah.
but everyone in this one was dying, and then they were trying to figure it out because Supernatural
so
brought
sad.
their world into it.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
That's so sad.
That was good. Supernatural was a good one. If I had to pick one that wasn't, it would be kind of cool to put the world like The Office and Scooby-Doo kind of
I'd
mash it
watch
together
that.
because that'd be so good. Could you imagine, like Michael Scott trying to like lead them?
I feel like he would clash with Fred a lot.
Yeah. No, Dwight would. Dwight would try to take control, and Fred would be like, "No, this is my thing."
Now, I feel like Michael would have like a Captain Jack type relationship with Fred, where Fred would be like, "We're gonna do this plan." It's like, "Yeah, the plan is we're gonna do this." And,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like when they go on the booze cruise,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
just like constantly.
Like,
Like
you said
undermining
Captain Jack. I was
Jack.
thinking of like Pirates of the Caribbean, and I was like, "How is that?"
Is that
relate?
the captain's name on the
Yeah.
booze cruise?
Yeah.
I might have to go with the Buffyverse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would
Okay.
there be two? Because there'd be two Sarah Michelle
There'd be
Gellar's.
two Sarah Michelle Gellar's.
That is tempting.
Well, thank you for tuning in to this rousing.
We're gonna keep that in there.
rousing Marvel Therapy Group episode, Scooby-Doo
Scooby-Doo
Therapy
edition.
Group.
Scooby-Doo Therapy Group. Let us know what fandoms you'd want Scooby-Doo to overlap in. Or where you'd see the Scooby Gang in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in to the Scooby-Doo Therapy Podcast.
We are, as always, just feel free to drop us a comment in the section, like us, rate us, subscribe to us. We're on all the social medias as the Marvel Therapy Group.
Yes, and on Twitter.
Not sure why we're that, because we're a Scooby-Doo podcast.
Oh,
but
true.
Old account, we bought the username.
Yeah, we don't know how to change it.
Twitter, we are at Therapy Marvel. That's a bit confusing, but at Therapy Marvel. And you can find us next week when you tune in again. Next week.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's Marvel Therapy Group, where together we can work through our comic thoughts and learn to live beside them. Views expressed are of the host only and do not reflect Marvel Studios or comics in any way. Hosts are in no way qualified to provide therapy. This is simply the name of the podcast. This has been another Marvel Therapy Group session.